Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Arm Wrestling Simulator, where today we're going to be taking advantage of one of the best free-to-play updates, or just one of the best updates in general Arm Wrestling Simulator has seen in a very long time. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I don't blame you, and that's because in this last update, there was so much that happened, namely the summer event. I've already done a full deep dive on it. I'm going to have a ton of videos dropping on it soon, but what we're mainly focusing on today is something that's not even in the patch notes. You would have had to been in the Discord, of course, watch my channel, to know that there is a huge update to the pet level system and how your pets get leveled up. Now, they did mention there are new items in the game, but what they didn't mention is that they also removed all of the former ways you get pet XP, or at least sort of, because if we head over to the garden, which is where like this whole new pet XP system originated from, we could still go to the merchant and buy these apples where they give specific pets pet XP. So for example, let's say this Giga Neon Corrupt, we can give just him 3 apples, but the new items they are referring to are new pet XP items that level up your pets, or more importantly, all the pets you have equipped using the fruit. So let's put on our strength team, and right now we have so many glowing reindeers equipped, but this one in particular, see, it has 907 XP. We go over, we add this raspberry, and it might actually be level 12 now. Okay, just kidding, I've lost it seemingly. Yeah, honestly, no clue where it just went. Maybe they're all level 54, they might be glitched, I don't know. But if you're wondering, why are pet levels so important in Arm Wrestling Simulator? Or there's mainly a few ways you can make a pet stronger. Because whenever I get a pet from one of these eggs in the game, let's say this donut bird, well, it has a base multiplier of around 30 million, but because it already is a void pet from some of the passes and perks that we have, its strength already gets doubled. And then once you have your pet golden or void, you then take them to World 4, where you can mutate them to get up to a 100% multiplier boost, or basically doubling the strength again of your pet. And then the last place you can easily increase the strength of your pet is over here in World 7 at the slime machine. But out of all the methods I just showed, leveling up your pet is easier and better than all of those methods with the new update that just dropped. So you guys saw one of the updates to pet XP, and that being that there's new items where you can apply them and they level up all of your pets at once rather than just one at a time. But if you take a look at my current strongest pet, the Goliath Ghost Giga Neon, you'll see it is level 121. Now, ever since pet levels came out way back in the day, I don't even know, like months and months ago, the level cap was 99. The highest level you could get your pet was 99, but they have since removed that cap, and now the max level for pets is 250, meaning that this level 1 baby detective duck with a 40 million multiplier, if we fully max him out to level 250, it would have a 100 million boost, because getting a pet to level 250 is basically a plus 150% boost. And you're probably thinking to yourself, oh my gosh, if it's so great, it must be so hard to level up your pets. Well, no, they've actually changed that as well, because let's take a look at our Giga Neon. It is level 121 and has 35 XP points, where the progress towards level 122. So if we go ahead and fight this random Nova Nomad boss in World 7, we cop the easy dub, but more importantly, we also get pet XP. We now have 40 XP, and if we beat the boss again, we will then have 45 pet XP. And so the way the new pet leveling system works is every time you beat any boss in Arm Wrestling Simulator, that could be any boss, any event world, the spawn world, literally the easiest boss I'll show to you still gives you pet XP, which is crazy. 5 pet XP. You will be receiving a whopping 5 pet XP. Now, that sounds not that much, considering for this pet we need 1400 to level it up, but for a level 1 pet, you only need to beat 20 bosses, and it's level 2. Now, obviously, over time, the higher level your pet gets, the harder it becomes to level it up. But that's why in today's video, I'm going to be getting the world's first level 250 pet to see how long it takes, and also how much XP you need, and most importantly, how much extra strength do we gain. Now, the great thing about this is it also gives XP to any of the pets you have equipped on your team. So we were getting 5 pet XP for this Giga Neon Corrupt, but we are also getting 5 XP for all of our glowing reindeers that we have on our team. And just from some rough testing I've done, I feel like it's gonna take around 3-ish days of AFKing to get a full level 250 pet. But guys, I keep throwing you curveballs in this video, keep throwing you surprises. I have one more to tell you. Today, we're going to be maxing out the world's strongest pet in all of Arm Wrestling Simulator, that being the Goliath Ghost Royal Spirit. It is a best friend 9, which, wait, that got a boost. This is 230% powerful as our best pet. That used to be only, I think, 200%, so they obviously buffed that as well, but this currently has an 11 billion multiplier boost, which, yeah, that's insane. It already is level 99 though, and so we only have to get an additional 150 levels for this pet. And if you're wondering what the heck is this pet, where is it from, and why do only 3 of them exist? Well, it is a pet from the Season 8 pass, and similar to the pet last season that I was able to get from this pass, the developers kindly hooked me up with this pet for the sake of recording this video. And so no, I didn't get this pet. I didn't buy it. I didn't earn it. I'm just using it for this video for testing purposes, and then I will be promptly deleting it at the end of the video because, well, I don't want to be grinding with something I didn't actually earn. And so I want to go ahead and do 2 things. I want to go ahead and unequip 2 of the glowing reindeers, and I want to add 1 level 1 detective duck. So that way, this is going to be our pet that lets us know how long it takes to go from level 1 to level 250 within the game. And then we're obviously going to be equipping the spirit because I want to get the world's strongest pet with it being level 250. It'll probably have like a 15 billion multiplier or something insane. But before we get to grinding and leveling up our pets, I want to get a little benchmark real quick to see how strong our current pet team is before leveling it up, because I genuinely think we might be doubling or tripling the amount of strength we get just from doing this simple little experiment. So we're currently getting 21 SX every time we curl this dumbbell, but keep in mind we basically have no strength boost for time, no friends boost, and there's a 3x weaken going on. So I don't want to have any other factors that contribute to how much strength we'll be gaining. And so I think actually, is grip better? Yeah, grip is a little bit better than bicep. What about these guys? Is this even worth it? Nope. Biceps absolutely suck in World 11. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. All right, so we're going back to grippers. Well, let me just test the punching bag as well to see. While we're here, we might as well. Okay, we're getting like 9 SX a punch. Yeah, I definitely think the grippers are going to be the best way for us to test this method. So right now we're getting on 25 SX with our current team. Again, a level 99 Royal Spirit. And then I have a bunch of either, I don't know if these are glitch level 54 to like level 100. Wait, why are they all level 54? That's kind of weird. Let me back out real quick. Yeah, I guess they're all level 54 now, which is one's level 60, one's level 116. It's so weird. I thought they were all, I had some like level 1s and stuff like that. Anyways, free pet levels, I don't mind. And since the summer event is currently going on, and since I don't really need wins in World 11 anymore, I think we're just gonna do most of my AFKing over here in the event world. Because one, we have 16.3 million strength, which is already pretty insane. Oh, we can get an 85% castle builder arm. Let's go. That's actually sick. We can chuck that on, and now we have 30 million strength. Okay, yeah, that's perfect. And the other reason is, well, this lifeguard is super easy to beat, which means we're going to be able to beat him around 1200 times per hour. Because if you don't know, with the VIP game pass, which removes the 3-second countdown and makes it just 1 second, you can beat a boss about once every 3 seconds, around 1200 times per hour. So using that math, we should be able to make around 6,000 pet XP per hour for all of the pets we have equipped at the moment. And again, we can double check that yes, the detective duck is getting some XP, and our Goliath Ghost Royal Spirit is also working up. So I'm going to keep a close eye over the next few days. I'm going to come in with some updates and some checks to see how strong each pet is getting, and additionally how long it's been and how many levels we've achieved, because my goal by the end of this is to give you guys a definitive number. If you AFK for X amount of days or X amount of time, then you yourself can get a max level 250 pet in the game, which will be super helpful for any future events or just playing the game in general. So we'll catch you guys about 12 hours and see where we stand after beating around 15,000 bosses or so. Already, it's been about 12 hours, and I wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update. We've got some good news and some not so good news. The good news is that all of our pets are now over level 100, with our Giga Neon Crypt being level 147 and our glowing reindeers ranging from around 110 to level 140. I just saw one. And down here, the Royal Spirit now has a 12.2 billion multiplier, level 136, but it now takes almost 2,000 XP to level up this pet, getting much more difficult than I originally anticipated. And the bad news is, as you guys know, I was using that duck to sort of track the progress from level 1 to 250, and I accidentally deleted it. Or I didn't delete it, but this morning I was combining a bunch of pets and I clicked craft all, and I didn't lock it, and well, it was crafted and the levels were reset. But we are actually in luck, because on one of my alt accounts I was doing basically the same exact thing, and at the start of yesterday all of these Choco Dominuses were level 1, and now they're level 130. So I'm going to use this as my new benchmark for the level 1 to level 250 progress. And I'm also pretty sure at some point in the night this account did disconnect for a few hours. So this baby Choco Dominus right here is the true 12-hour mark. And so we're gonna go back to the summer event where there actually was a new world that was released, and we can go start AFKing some bosses there to get some more coconuts, a little bit more rewards than before. I think, can we beat the Longbeard? Yeah, we can beat the Longbeard pretty easily. I don't think it's instant. Yeah, it's not instant instance. So we might have to beat the Explorer just to make sure we're getting those 1,200 boss defeats per hour. So a little bit of a setback, but all in all, we're still trucking through. And again, I thought this was going to take probably like 3 days, might take 4 or 5. I honestly have no clue how long this could take. So I'll probably just check back up with you guys in the next day when we've beat a load more bosses and have some more progress here. Okay, gamers, I don't even know what day we're on, what hour we're on. I think we're like 60 or 70 hours into AFKing. And listen, I'm gonna be honest. There's been a few hours where we were working on some other tasks, some other teams, some other challenges, but in large part, we have spent an absurd amount of time AFKing with this team, and we have hit a brick wall. Now, I'll showcase why exactly that is, and it's because of something I didn't foresee being so bad. But let's take this level 149 reindeer, for example. We have to get 2,500 XP if we want to level this up to the next level. You're thinking, oh, that's not terrible. With a VIP game pass, you get around 6,000 per hour, so 2 levels an hour. Yeah, that's level 149. This Giga Neon Corrupt is level 177, just what, 28 levels later, and we need double the XP. We need 4,708 XP, or basically 40 minutes for 1 level of a pet, which is way more than I expected it to be. Our Royal Spirit level 172. Look, just 5 levels apart, we need an extra 500 XP, which adds up so much, and I literally don't know how long it would take to max out all these pets level 250. It will eventually happen over time and give it enough AFKing, but if I had to put a number on it, I'm probably gonna guess like 6 to 7 days of just real life straight AFKing. But the thing is about these levels, while they do get harder to achieve, each level gives the same incremental boost. So although having to work harder and harder to get these levels, they're not giving a bigger and bigger boost. And since my goal was to max out this pet and create the world's strongest arm wrestling simulator pet in this video, well, we're gonna do that, and we have a trick up our sleeves that the developers accidentally left in when they released this update. Now, as you guys know, they completely revamped the pet XP system, but currently it is extremely hard to get your hands on any sizable amount of pet XP. But if we go to the garden over here, they left in the farmer merchant, and they messed up because they accidentally left in these apples, which you can buy, and you can buy a lot. We just bought 21 apples for around 2,000 tickets, and these apples, well, they're gonna be worth around 1,500 pet XP to our spirits. We feed them, and look at that, the XP was applied. It totally works. And so because I don't want to spend another like 5 or 6 days, probably longer, because I use this account for other things, just AFKing bosses, well, we're gonna get a little bit thrifty, and we're gonna get all 9 of our alt accounts stuck here buying as much pet XP as we can get. You can buy 3 apples of 80 XP, so 240 XP each time you purchase this, but you can buy it 7 times, so that's 1,600 pet XP, but you can buy that 3 times per hour, so each account can buy around 5,000 pet XP per hour, which is basically how much XP it takes right now to level up this pet. But since we have 9 total accounts, we can get around 45,000 pet XP per hour, or around 9 to 10 levels per hour, at least with its current XP requirements. I'm probably gonna have to spend quite a lot of tickets on this pet XP over the next probably like 6 or 8 hours of just straight AFKing apples. But it's a better use of my time if I just buy this pet XP and then apply it rather than fighting these bosses, because again, I don't want to be stuck for a whole week AFKing these bosses. I got things to do. I got other challenges to grind. So we're gonna get all of our accounts purchasing this pet XP, and then hopefully after maybe 6, 8, or maybe 10 hours, I would say, of buying apples, we should have enough pet XP to max out this spirit and also answer the question, how long would this take if you were just doing this by beating bosses? Gamers, the grind is finally over. This was way more insane than I ever thought, and I have to explain to you guys what's happened over the last 2 days. I remember saying it was only going to take me around 6 to 7 hours to get all these apples. Well, that was like, it's been around 2 days, and the reason is that this system is bugged, or it's seemingly bugged, because I would buy a bunch of these apples, and then what would happen is I would wait for it to refresh, and then I would just try to buy more apples. But I didn't actually check to make sure I was buying apples. I just assumed, hey, it was restocking, I'm buying apples. Nope, that's not the case. In order for this to reset, I would have to basically leave the trade and enter it. So I would just jump up, and it took me like a day to figure that out. So then I started buying more apples. Okay, cool. Well, so my accounts got disconnected. When they get back on the game, the apples are gone. I have no more apples. And so basically, in order to buy apples right now, you have to make sure you jump every time the store resets, and you cannot leave the game. If you leave the game, they will reset your apples, which is, I think, their countermeasure to making sure people can't use these versions of pet XP. Or maybe it's just something that's wrong with my account. I don't know. So it took me 2 days, but our pet is finally level 243. And I'm going to go and throw a few screenshots on screen of my progress from leveling it from 170 to 240. You'll see that it goes from needing around 7,000 or 8,000 XP to then 10,000 to 12,000 to 14. It takes us, where is it? 20,000 pet XP, 20,000. Who thought of, dude, if I were to do this without pet XP, it would have taken me 3 hours of AFKing to get 1 level. If I sit down and do the math, it's probably closer to like 7 to 10 days of straight AFKing to get a pet, maybe even longer, because these final levels are brutal. But with the amount of apples that we have, we also have more apples on more alt accounts, but I'm hoping that right here, right now, yes, level 250, we did it. The first level. I'm probably assuming this is one of the first level 250s in the world, and it just so happens to be on the strongest pet. Now, I did my math wrong as well. I think at some point I said this is going to be a 20 billion multiplier pet. 16.453 billion. That is such a nice number, such a juicy number. It's so insane. My best pet before that was like 6 billion. It was this guy. He's 6 billion. Now he's 8 billion, and I was able to get the rest of my pets to level around 160, 170, and this is kind of the mark where it takes a while. It's taken around an hour to get 2 pet levels, and so based off of that, I'm pretty sure, yeah, you're looking at like a week, maybe 10 days of just AFKing, and that's with the VIP pass. If you don't have the VIP pass, just double that time. But I'm so curious how much strength we are gonna get. Now, I believe before I didn't have a friends boost, but I just want to see. We're getting 78 SX, or was it with a friends boost? So that wouldn't make any sense. Okay, with no boost at all, we are getting, bro, there's no way. I was getting 21 SX or 25 SX. There's no way I'm only getting that small of an increase. I like doubled this guy's strength. There's no way. Because remember, it was like 24.9 SX strength every time we use the hand grippers here. I don't believe it. Maybe I had some sort of friends boost. Honestly, I don't know. So we got an increase. That's all I can ask for. We don't even need strength right now in the game where we can one-shot the final boss super easily. But this is more of just a test to see how insane is it actually to level up your pets. And to level 1 to 100, it takes like 8 hours of grinding. So not bad at all. But from level 100 to 200, that's probably like 3 or 4 days. And then from level 200 to 250, well, you're probably looking at 2 to 3 hours, maybe 4 hours per boss fight. So 3 hours per level. Yeah, that's probably like 5 days from level 200 to 250. It's just really the last 50 or so levels that are so brutal. If you're looking to do this, just get your pets to level 100, maybe level 150 with this. And of course, if you just play with it over time and it gets level 250, that's awesome. But unless they make these other raspberries and stuff way easier to get your hands on, then it's still probably not gonna be very worth it, because right now it's just so hard to get any of those snacks, but at size, or I guess at scale. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and a huge thanks for helping me 100k subs. We just crossed the threshold this morning as I'm recording, and so I can't thank you guys enough for that. But with all that being said, it's been a boy Quack. Thanks so much for watching today's video, and catch you guys in the next one.